Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Michael Zuber, one rental at a time, bringing on an entrepreneur and good friend of the channel, Mr. Stratton Brown. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on, Mike.
Hey, man, you called 2021 a 6 for you, kind of self-reflection. I don't think it was a 6. It had to be an 8 or something. You are alpha hard grader. I would not want you as a teacher. You created a 7-figure business. You launched a new one. You established a brand. You've created your, I mean, there's so many, dude, you got to appreciate what you did in a freaking year, man. Come on.
Yes and no. I mean, I feel like it'll always be this way. I'm working on it.
You're always a 6, always a 6.
It can always be better. It can always.
Well, so could an 8. I mean, it is 1 to 10, dude.
I don't use 7s in life. If you ever want
No
to
sevens?
something on, I never use a 7. It's a cop out. If I could, right, think about it. Like, because a 7's like, oh yeah, it's okay. Then you have a 6 or an 8.
Yeah.
Like, what was it really?
Yeah, no, I like that. Yeah. As far as high school goes, I always went for a 7. Just to be clear, a 7 did not get me beat at home.
Yeah.
I got a 70%, no beating. I like it. That's very cool.
Right,
oh man.
If I can go 80 or 60 means we can do a lot better. 80 is like,
Yeah, no, I get
I'm
you.
just really hard.
Yeah, you're a freaking hard grader, dude. Come on. So what I wanted to ask you about here is what's 2020, what's on deck for 2022? You kind of teased you're flying out to Dallas. That's got to be fun. Go walking, so go kicking rocks.
Yeah, we'll go kick rocks. We'll go to a Cowboys game. I told you that my best friend plays for the Cowboys, but then he caught the COVID and he pulled his groin.
Oh,
so we aren't going to be able to see him play, but then we'll go see a storage facility that we're looking at. We have a new business in the Airbnb sector that should be really, really exciting.
Yeah.
We'll scale the media company up. I think now it's finally time to put gas on that.
Yeah.
Call Magicians will keep going. Let me see. I was writing stuff down that we were going to do.
Dude, you got to get a whiteboard or something. I mean, you could do in all your business next year. You could be an 8-figure guy. We're not talking 7 anymore. It could be 8 next year, or next year.
The goal would be 8. The goal is like
collectively.
8. Yeah, collectively, I want to be doing multiple 8 figures.
That's amazing. These are things I've never even dreamed of. That's amazing.
We got our JV program that should be taken off, our brand stuff and our education stuff that should really be taken off. There's a lot to be excited about, honestly, for next year and like everything we have planned.
Yeah, that's amazing. So when you kind of break down what you're looking at, I'm going to start with what you actually admitted was a weakness in 2021, which is Strat Brown, the brand.
Yeah.
So when you look at the brand, how do you see that evolving? What do you want to be known for? Are you an entrepreneur? Are you just the creator of Call Magicians and other entities? What is Strat Brown when we think, a year from now?
Entrepreneur. I try not to pigeonhole myself with one thing. Like I try not to talk about real estate too much because I don't want to be known as the real estate guy.
Yeah.
Even though real estate's what got me there, real estate still makes us a lot of money.
Yeah.
But I'd consider myself more of an entrepreneur.
I agree. I think you're an entrepreneur. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's overall what I'd want to be known for.
Okay. All right. And again, when you look at being an entrepreneur, you're really looking to inspire, because what I see you create is really just straight up, no sugarcoating. You're really trying to help people kind of see what you uncovered in 2021. Like some of your videos you put out recently is like, you go have a brand, you go create your brand, right? When you're talking to other people.
Yeah. I feel like I harp on people on that the most. Like,
you should.
A girl came on to our meetup, our pop-up yesterday.
Yeah.
And she is a Michael Zuber follower I need to connect you to. And she bought 4 houses and retired. She worked at a government agency for 20 years. And she's like, all I needed was 4 houses to retire. And so she bought 4 houses and quit in December. I was like, you need to talk to Mike. That is exactly what Mike preaches.
I keep telling people, get to 4.
Get to 4.
Yeah, do me a favor. Make
I was like, you gotta create a brand. I was like, you are the American dream. Like you're the American dream.
What's her first name? We won't give last names.
I can't even remember her first name.
That's what happens when you have a big meetup and you got too many people. That's amazing.
But she was amazing. I was like, and she was really outgoing and everything else. And I was like, hey, you got to create a brand. Yeah. Tell people what you did. And you don't always have to monetize it, but you can make so much money for not doing anything with a brand.
Yeah, I would love to get her on the channel just to share that story. Just at least one interview with her would be wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
You're the first person I thought of. I was like, oh my God.
My words are working. 4 units can change your life. That's amazing. And again, what I see you doing, and frankly, you have to harp on people. Something I've learned after doing this for 3 years is you've got to, it's kind of like the Gary Vee thing, right? If you ever listen to Gary Vee, he says like the same 12 things, like always.
Over and over and over. And he just repurposes the same 12 things over and over.
And because you just never know when it clicks, you never know when you see it. You know, I've seen you talk to a couple of the same people over and over. And again, first off, they're usually in awe when they talk to you. So they're not really hearing you, right? The first couple of times they get around you, they're like, oh my God, I'm in his aura, I'm around him. They're listening, but not hearing, if that makes sense. Okay. And the next time they get around you, then they start to internalize what you're saying. So what I guess I'm encouraging you to doing is be comfortable saying it over and over.
Yeah,
over and over.
I guess so.
Yeah. It's
just, the brand, harping on the brand, I'd say is number one, just because if I can control all my eyeballs, like I'm at the mastermind we're hosting, I'm having 2 different TikTok people come and speak about how to grow your brand, because I think it's that important for really business owners, entrepreneurs. Even if you're in real estate, you can raise a lot of money, like how we talked about you starting a fund if you wanted to. You could do it like that.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, one of the things that I'm starting to harp on, it just came to me yesterday, is I think the whole retirement picture needs to change, right? When I was growing up, I'm a Generation X, right? I was born in the 70s. And the whole idea was go to school, get a good job, make a lot of money, put money in a 401k, retire with the gold watch. That was what we were taught. Today, I think retirement's changed. Yeah, you can do 401k, you can do stocks, whatever you want, but this is how I think it's changed. I personally think everybody should take their hobby, passion, whatever it is. I don't care if it's fixing old Mustangs, painting, baking cookies, playing with mud. I don't really care what it is. Riches are in the niches. I think everybody needs to turn their brand into that niche and just start doing it 20, 30 minutes a day, whether it's YouTube, IG, or whatever. And where this becomes your retirement is you build your base now. You build your following now, so that when you exit, the sources of income you can have when you're a content creator is astronomical.
Bro, it's wild. And truly, when people retire, they die. So you don't ever truly want to retire.
Yeah, you just leave the W-2. Yeah,
just leave the W-2. You don't want to just leave and then not do anything, because I promise you'll die in 5 years. Like, there's studies on this.
Yeah, so that's something I'm going to start pushing big time, is retirement thought different. I'm strongly, again, W-2 employee. That's who I speak to. That's who I resonate with, right? Do real estate. That's how you build your long-term wealth, but please start building a brand. Again, I challenge everyone. I did this in a 45-day challenge. I challenged everyone to find, again, make it a hobby, make it something you are excited about. And then go find 3 other content creators out there and see how they're making revenue. And just realize, if you did that, if you did everything for free, content creation for free for a year, you can build a following. The first 400 are hard. The first 1,000 are vital. After that, it just grows slowly. And when you get ready to exit, you can have another income stream on top of Social Security, on top of 401k, on top of these other things. Your retirement years are going to be amazing. And oh, by the way, maybe you retire early, because if you do these right, your income from your side hustle can replace your main income. It's crazy.
Then you can do whatever you want.
Do whatever you want.
The number one thing is just time freedom. Like, it's not, oh, I don't want to work. It's just, oh, I want to work when I want to work.
I want to work when I want, with who I want, and on what I want. It's an amazing thing. So yeah, I think you've got to harp on brand. I think you've got to be comfortable saying it over and over. Become Gary Vee on brand. I think everybody in their 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s should start creating a brand, again, on something you like. You already hate your job. Yeah. Make your side hustle something you love. If you love going to college football games, talk about it. Talk about the players and the plays and whatever it is that you were just immersed in and you've loved and you have a decade of history. Riches are in the niches. Go get focused. Is that fair?
Oh, 100% fair. And the creator economy is blowing up so much right now. I mean, Mr. Beast, the YouTube guy who just got like 150 million views on YouTube for the Squid Games remake, and it was a $3 million build. He got that $3 million build sponsored. Like it, and this is just a regular guy who got started on YouTube.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Riches are in the niches, folks. Go turn your passion. Again, maybe it's not a side hustle today, but it's a side hustle in the future. So do yourself a favor. And again, Stratton, I look forward to seeing what you do in 2021. Again, I think your 2020 was an 8. We can't call it a 7. I don't think it was a 6. Freaking hard grader. All right. Where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at StratDaddy, on YouTube at StratBrown. And my podcast is the Winning Move Podcast. And Joe, go join our free Facebook group, Free Agent REI.
Very cool, man. Thanks again.